What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Manchester United Career Mode. As we mentioned in the last one, we're dropping the realism from the title. Because whilst we're doing realism, it's half and half, like the overspend of the transfer budget, and therefore through it. So you can see we're on the calendar at the moment in time, and we will be having 4 games in today's episode, starting with the away game at Bayern Munich, which will be a tough tie, surely. Bayern Munich, not an easy game ever to play against, obviously. But we got a good win against PSV in the last game, though, so at least we're going to it with a win. Going into the next set of games as we move the calendar over in October, we have the away tie against Aston Villa, Southampton at home, CSK Moscow in the Champions League, though, to finish it off. So we'll be halfway through the Champions League group stage by the end of this episode. Definitely winnable ties. Bayern Munich probably the toughest tie, I'd say, of the episode, but we'll definitely at least get should definitely be interesting. So let's move into the Bayern Munich tie straight off the bat. In fact, no, we won't. We will move into the fact that we have an agreement to sell Martial, £57.5 million to Juventus, so he will leave us in January, as well as you quickly seen there, Wan-Bissaka. He will be away to Inter Milan. Now, see when EA Sports made this, did they really think people come to games looking like that? No offense, that guy looked like he just came out of bed with that vest on. Maybe that's just me being pernickety, but it just didn't seem like... It's like, have your guy, people like, this is Germany, folk in Germany and they go into games dressed like that. Anyway, I wanted to show the team and I completely skipped by it, so have a little team. Toby Alderweireld and Joe Matip have signed Bayern Munich, and that appeared to be the only changes that they had actually done. Bayern Munich obviously a tough fixture to deal with. Max Aarons leaving that ball there for some reason, and that allowed nearly an own goal. I don't know why the header went that way. I was pretty sure he was aiming to head the other way, but nearly ended in an own goal. Kingsley Coman would cause us massive issues up on this left hand side, well, our right hand side, their left hand side. He managed to flick a ball through for Sane, who takes a good snapshot and nearly scores. Good save by Oblak. And Lewandowski eventually smuggles the ball into the net. But we are saved here by the offside flag. At first glance I thought it was a goal. But we'll see in the replay that Robert Lewandowski is about 4 years offside. Always good measuring distance with time. But again, getting that Kingsley Coman causing so much issues on this side. He wasn't exactly going full pace, he just knew how to cut through us. He managed to slide that ball through to Kimmich, and Kimmich misses the target. So far, it's been absolutely all Bayern Munich in this game. We were really struggling to get anywhere. And just after the hour mark, they do finally manage to get a goal. Thomas Muller, a man that's been linked to Manchester United for over 10 years, scores a goal to put Bayern Munich in the lead. However, we do like to score goals, and it's very rare that we don't score a game, and Jadon Sancho came on as a sub for Pogba, gets his first goal for Manchester United, and what a time to do it to equalise against Bayern Munich. Good time to get a first goal, and I think it was Cavani that set him up there as well. And then in the 90th minute, we have a chance to go and win it. Edison Cavani tries to strike, Manuel Neuer, big hands to push that ball away, and that was where the match ended, 1 each. So 4 points from the first 2 games, not exactly a terrible thing. So we have a look at the youth of the Owen Axe. Look at this guy, potential 80 to 94, could be currently 70 rated. I was like, yeah, bring him into my team. That is a massively, considerably good youth prospect. Obviously, I'm quite strange when I do my youth. I always say that if I get the potential, they're good enough, especially like this guy here. 60 to 80 could start at, like, he's worth 3 million already. You're definitely bringing him in. It doesn't matter how good or bad he is, you're bringing this guy in. That's the thing, even if he turns out to be terrible, get a chance of minimum 3 million, get another one. Spain was definitely good right now for bringing in good youngsters. And you can see Moreno actually started at 67 rated, and the stats looked not really good for 67 rated, and I do believe actually right here I just promote him straight away. No messing about, 67 is a high rating some of my players, the youngsters that are actually in my team now on loan, so we brought them in straight away. And we're moving to Aston Villa. Martin, they've signed Boyata. That appears to be it. Not Lars Stindl there in the middle, Jack Grealish. I'm recording this the day after the Scotland game. Jack Grealish. It's not. I'm going to say something else. I'm Scottish, so no offence, England, but that Scotland played really good. You played terrible, and there's a reason why Jack Grealish is the most fouled player in England because he just goes down. Most Cavani gets to that early goal, but honestly, Grealish just goes down. Like he has nowhere to go, and he's always looking to go down. Like, and also, by the way, since I'm Manchester United and we're speaking about that, Rashford. Also, I don't know when this video is going to go up, so I'm recording the day after this episode, the day after like I said, the day after the Scotland game. Rashford came on like with 10 minutes ago, did not. I don't think he touched the ball once. As Ollie Watkins, who should be at the Euros for England, equalising. I think Southgate's made a massive error in his picks, and I've seen a lot of players that team as if I would nearly go ahead there. But I feel a lot of people seem to think England are going to win this, and I'm not going to lie. See, after your first 2 games, as Grealish goes down under a light challenge, after your first 2 games so far, you've scored a penalty. Not even like Stones was the closest you looked to scoring for open play. But definitely, like, the only chance the only chance they've got to win the Euros is getting lucky. And I'll tell you, I reckon England, this will probably be up before this won't be up before the Czech Republic game. But I think England will play for the draw against Czech Republic and get second in the group, so they can avoid the group of death. As we give a very also we saved that penalty. Also we managed to save the penalty. The first time. But again, like that's such a light penalty to give away. And last time there was a second chance to score, and that's another big save from Jan Oblak. I need to stop going off on tangents. Believe it or not, I prepare what I write and then I end up going off on a tangent. Daniel James here. So it is 1 each, and Bruno Fernandes does see to that they'll get put as 2-1 ahead. And that would land his 8th goal of the season in the Premier League already at this point in time. And that was where this match ended, 2-1 to us. I mean, Villa were probably the better team, but we managed to sneak away with the victory in good old United fashion. And the next game against Southampton, though, not really much to say about Southampton. And I'm going to say this will be a recurring theme. I feel you have to win those headers. See, when the goalkeeper kicks that ball out, you must win those headers. Sadly, though, winning that header leads to an injury for McTominay, and we'll get more on that after the game. Bruno Fernandes, though, does manage to sneak a ball through to Mason Greenwood, who nearly scores to make it 1-0 in the first half. We were really all over Southampton. We were really struggling to make chances, though. And we do finally get through. Aaron's got a lovely few touches, plays it through to Bruno Fernandes, scores his 9th goal of the season. He's gunning for that. He wants that Premier League goal scoring record. Daniel James plays the ball in. Fernandes flicks the ball up. It somehow gets lost in the melee and he finds the space to volley it into the top corner. As we'll have a little look at the replay on this one as well, I think. Just to see how this ball even gets to his feet. It doesn't really make much sense. I mean, it's a lovely little flick up, but we'll see it in a wee second. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, so James plays it back, flicks the ball up, it phases through his body, he just rifles it into the top corner. He just rifles it into the roof in it, but phased through his body. Should the goalie have saved it? I mean, you could make a claim that Southampton goalie should have saved that there, but the game does finish 2-0. Southampton were never in the game, and we go into what would be the injury for Scott McTominay. Season-ending 7-month ACL. Absolutely disgusting. I said he was going to be like a key component of our midfield this season, and it's ruined. It's been ended. So we'll probably see Pogba, Van der Beek more in those central roles. So I've been playing Pogba on the left. But most, when we look at the league table after the first 2 games, CSK do not have a single point. We have 4 and we're currently top in the table, basically on the better head-to-head, basically by the away goal. However, we do concede early to CSK Moscow. Rondon managing to smash that, and now, I think do we show the replay here? I do show the replay here. Watch what happens. About here, just here, completely slide and take him out. So it probably would have been a penalty. He goes off the park injured and gets replaced by the man on the ball here, Akhmatov. He gets a good shot away, deflection nearly carries it in. But about the half hour mark, we do finally manage to break through. Lovely ball over the top, somehow gets through to James and he smashes it home for 1 each. The reason why I mentioned Akhmatov, well, we're about 32 minutes in, still the first half, and I'm pretty sure it's this next slide. Right here, he goes down, Akhmatov goes down, and he is injured and replaced as well. So the injuries may have just hit us really bad, but the fact is we just took out a player that was lucky if he was on the park. He came on as a sub and now had to get took out. We end up actually having to, they had to make a third sub eventually as well, because they had a third injury, so all their subs were injury related. As Pogba slips through Daniel James. Daniel James' pace is absolutely disgusting in this game, and he rifles it in for 2-1. And 73rd minute, we like to score after the 70th minute, it's a common occurrence, and it definitely seemed like that would be the winning goal. However, CSK Moscow decided, no, we don't want you to win, as Nikola Vlasic, the former Everton player, Rondon hits it, saved by All Black, and then Rondon gets the ball immediately back to him, and he puts it in the bottom corner for the match to 1-2 each. And as I said, 3 injuries they suffered, the injuries hit Moscow very, very hard there. 70% possession they were holding as well. But anyway, that's where this episode will be ending. Let's have a little look at the table. 9 games played. We're 3 points clear of Liverpool already. Haven't lost a game yet. And we're playing really, really well. If I look through the table, Burnley are up in 6th, so they've had a good start. Villa and Leeds, Villa apparently for Champions League for last season, not doing good in 12th. Bournemouth have finally got a win, so they are in 20th. So they're still struggling, but at least they've got a win under their belts now. As we have a quick gander at the Champions League table as well, PSV are now top of this group after our 2 draws with Bayern and Moscow. I did say PSV would be the teams that we should worry about, and it's definitely proving to be the case. This has been quite a good episode. Injury to Scott McTominay has obviously been quite heartbreaking. However, we're in a good position for Champions League. We're top of the Premier League, and that's where we want to be. But anyway, that's where this episode. Like I said, this is where this episode is going to end. So, guys, if you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.